Hey Mark, this is Paul. I wanted to give you an update. We got our windshield frame in yesterday from our chrome plater that was supposed to fix that nasty spot where they didn't completely fill the hole. That's right in front of your eyeball when you're sitting at the in the driver's seat. So we unpacked it. I've been putting chrome on all day, and we unpacked it, and they didn't fix the hole. So I'm going to be going to the West Coast probably, or at least as far as Texas, in the next couple of days, and I'm going to hand carry it down to Nashville and show them exactly what the problem is. So as you can see here, we've got the, I'm about ready to pull the tape on those. I put the last coat on last night. You know, we were correcting where the paint hadn't stuck to the caulk. And so that was not only the bottom paint hadn't stuck, but the white paint hadn't stuck right in the corner either. So we got that taken care of. And then, of course, right here, I've already shown you pictures of this, but took care of those holes that were back here in the wrong spot. And putting on chrome and touching up the boot stripe back here. I've got another little spot where we had some paint flake off, so I've got to fill that in. So I'm not quite done with that. I hadn't found the spot on the deck that you were talking about that was scratched yet, but I did notice that varnish is kind of like concrete. I don't know if you can see this or not, but varnish is kind of like concrete. It cures like 95 or 98% of the way in 24 hours, and then solvents continue to leave it over time. Solvents continue to leave it. So if you look at your deck right here, it's not, you can kind of see that when the solvents leave, the varnish shrinks a little bit. And so the varnish is shrinking a little bit. And I don't know if you can see the lines in here. It's kind of following the wood grain. And that's real normal. That's real normal after 1 year. The boats, there's a guy that runs the Century Boat Club that says, you know, really the boats look best after 1 year, and that would be after you put a maintenance coat on top of varnish on the decks. So if you want, I'll price that for you. If you're satisfied with this, that's okay. I'll just show you, I'll remind you, well, actually the sides haven't done that. I don't know, it seems like we might have put an extra coat on right before we delivered it, you know, after some time. But I'll show you, we're doing maintenance coats for that reason on another boat right now. So I'll remind you what that looks like, what the fresh mirror finish looks like up there. But that is, I guess that's everything. We've still got to put the engine box in, but main thing is, the bow flagpole is coming back from A&A Marine where we purchased it, and they have done some work on the locking mechanism, and they've got the locking mechanism as good as it ever locked from the factory. The bad news is, I think it's bad news, is the locking mechanism from the factory never worked all that damned well. Matter of fact, because of the cost of the pole, I have recommended to many customers that you don't put the daggone bow pole on unless you're at a static display, just because they're so freaking costly. So it's going to be going to be locked as good as the factory ever locked it. If you want to do anything else with that, then you know we can re-engineer something, but that's going to be at an extra cost. So it's I can't fix what the factory did 50 years ago. I mean, anyway, that's we can talk about it, you know, at a later date. But it should be, it is as right as it ever was from the factory when it comes back. Okay, so I think everything else you've seen, that we cut the trailer off and all that kind of stuff. So that's it for today. So as far as close, they turned that windshield frame around in about a week. Of course, we're kind of suspecting that they didn't do anything, to be quite honest with you, but and just sent it back to us thinking that we wouldn't notice. But the turnaround was a week once we got them off their butts. And So I would suspect that, you know, we would be a couple weeks away by the time we get it down there, get it turned around, get it shipped back. Going to take a couple weeks, and that's really that's the holdup on us. I'm also going to pay my chrome plater to fix the chrome plater's problem on that shark fin, that halo, and of course the nick that we put in it as well. So and that'll be, we haven't got it back from A&A yet, but we have been hounding them, and they were to ship it this week as well. So we'll check with that. And so anyway, yeah, we're a couple, 3 weeks away, something like that. It won't be any problem having you in the water very early this season. All right, sir. Talk to you later, Mark.